Tampa after this timeout. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
All right, here we go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Humphreys goes in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 36 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Fresh set of downs here. Winston now from the 50. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Slot man moves right. First down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Winston. It's caught. Humphreys. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. The center receiver in motion to the right. On play action, Wentz. He's got time. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a Nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Tom Hackett now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They come out here in the eye. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run.
Ready? Blue ready. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Ready? Blue ready. Tighten up. Tighten up.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Ready? Blue ready. Alert. 3 down. 3 down. Flip, flip, flip. Check 4. Sonic. Kill. Turn it up. Easy.
Play clock winding down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Feels right.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Wait. Check 43.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
50.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Here we go now.
On first down, Wentz. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go. Green. What's in that box?
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his right. And Matthews has it right side. Only 3 yards on the catch.